there was also another scene that I wasn't even in, but it was about like a character that has to basically get into the life because his mom is sick. His mom has lupus, so he like has no choice. He needs money for her surgeries. And it's like, damn, like, I don't want to be doing these illegal things, but what else am I going to do? Like, my mom's dying.
Right.
So that was another scene.
And that's real life. Those are real life scenarios.
Yeah, because I'm like, everyone's not just a thug for fun. Like, sometimes you have no choice but to, like, and I'm never condoning it, but sometimes you have no choice but to rob a liquor store because you have to take care of your family.
Yeah.
So, like...
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lila Loca, and we're back with another episode of Loca's Vibe Check, where we sit down with artists, entrepreneurs, and business owners in the Bay Area and talk about their contributions to the community. Today we have Michaela P. Shelton. I'm actually very excited about this because she is the first woman I've had on my podcast. You know, the men just been dominating this whole entire time, so I'm just very happy to have you. Welcome to the platform. How are you?
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I was looking, too. I was like, wait, am I the first woman?
Yes, you are.
Groundbreaking. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm very grateful that you're here.
I'm excited.
Michaela is a writer, an actress, and an entrepreneur. And she is the writer of the show Reckless Behavior that you guys have been seeing me talk about for the last few episodes. So I'm just so happy that you're here to give us the real. Okay?
You know, I'm going to give it to you.
Please. All right, beautiful. So let's start. When did you know that you were a storyteller?
So I feel like I've always known, like when I was younger, I wrote little short stories and I had like a journal and I've always loved writing. And then after college, I started a blog. And I was kind of just like, okay, like I'm 22, like this is not what I thought it was going to be like. So I kind of just started venting like my frustrations. And people were reading it and people were just like, oh, me too. Like, oh, this is legit. And I'm like, really? Like, y'all like what I'm saying? It definitely encouraged me.
Yeah.
And then somebody I knew had asked me like, oh, can you write like a review of my web series? And then I was like, what if I can make a show? Like, I've just been writing and doing blogs and, like, short stories, but what if I make a show? So that's what kind of inspired me to take it to the next level. I also was getting kind of bored with blogging. Like, I'm kind of like, okay, I already blogged, I already wrote short stories. Like, what can I do next? But my passion's always been writing.
Mm-hmm. And you play Michaela on Reckless Behavior.
Yes.
So she's a self-named character in the show. So can you tell us about Michaela, and is this Michaela the same as that Michaela on the show?
Okay, wait, I have one question I didn't ask. Can I cuss on here?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, bet.
Do your thing.
All right, I'm like, is it PG? No. You said what's the difference?
Or tell us about Michaela, and is she the same as this Michaela that we see today, or is she a lot different on camera?
Yeah, I would say that Michaela Holloway, who's my character on the show, is definitely me when I was like 24, 25. Now I'm 32, so you know, a little more seasoned with a little more things, but definitely like me being like post-college and just like confused and just making reckless decisions and trying to figure it out. So the character you see on the show is definitely like the version of me that I was back when I was like 22 through 26.
Yeah. So because of that reckless behavior, that inspired this reckless behavior, the series.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
I like how you said that.
So it is streamed on Amazon and Tubi.
Yes.
Seasons 1 and 2 on Tubi and 3 on Amazon.
Yes.
Are you going to put 3 on Tubi as well, or is it already up there?
Yeah, so we're currently waiting to see Tubi. Since Tubi's popping, it takes like a really long time to like get your content on there. So I'm still waiting to get the word that 3's on Tubi too, but it's looking promising.
Okay. So who are some writers or filmmakers that shaped your creative style?
I definitely would say Mara Brockakil is my number one inspiration. Tyler Perry.
Oh, yeah.
I love just everything Black, really, like Issa Rae.
Yeah,
Ava
that's my girl.
DuVernay. Yes, I just love like Black creators, especially when it's not just like thug life and like the kind of hood shit, and it's like,
yeah, because we're very versatile.
Yeah,
you know?
Like some of us are educated, some of us have like 9 to 5, some of us are entrepreneurs, some of us are doing both, some of us are parents. So I think that like watching The Game, watching Girlfriends, watching Being Mary Jane growing up, it just was like, yes, like I'm not even like 30 or 40 yet, but I feel like I could feel what they were going through as Black women.
Yes.
Trying to find their person, dealing with friendships, being jealous of one another because they want to achieve more, and they're like, when's my turn? So that content from Mara Brockakil definitely inspired me.
I love that. So for someone who's never seen reckless behavior before, how would you describe it? Besides it being reckless behavior, which we know, but how else would you describe that?
I would just say it's like a slice of life. Like, you have so many characters in there that are going through different things. And like season 1, like, because I wanted to show, I'm like, okay, like, I know that there are some people that are like in the life, and their life is like more hood. Yeah. And there's the people that are educated. I feel like we have to show characters in college. We have to show people like living with roommates. We have to show like parent dynamics. So I think that I just really like call it like a slice of life, like a glimpse of like what it's like to be like a millennial in the Bay Area.
I love that. So how did you cast the actors of Reckless Behavior? Because we already had Ro, which is Cash Campaign, who just left, and T. Carrier. So how were you able to find these people, cast them, and put them in these perspective roles that they are killing it in?
Yeah, so season 1, I actually like did a casting call, and I put an ad on Craigslist.
Oh, okay.
And like people showed up, like more people than I thought. Like my dad let me use the church to do like a casting call, which I was like, dang, I don't know what kind of Craigslist people about to show up. But my dad supported me, so shout out to him. And then some of my friends, I was like, I think you'd be a good actor. You try to be in my show. And I just posted on Instagram. And I had people audition. Some people, they were just my friends. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to just write you a character.
And I love how much they supported you doing that, because you know what they say, friends won't be the first person to support you. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it seems like you just had so much support, and I love that. And it just shows that you have some really good people around you, especially even your dad letting you use the church from some Craigslist, because, you know, it'd be crackheads and stuff on there. So, you know.
Luckily, we got like all normal people, and a lot of them actually got casted in the show. So, yeah, I think just grabbing some of my friends who I thought would be good, or some of them had told me before that they wanted to act, and then just like posting online. And then like T, after season 1, he was asking me, because we used some of his music in season 1, and he was just like, I gotta be in the show, like I want to be a part of it, And I was like, okay, I wanted you to be in season 1, but he was just kind of busy. So I was like, okay, perfect, you ready? And then I don't even remember how it went with Cash Campaign, to be honest, but he didn't have to audition. I wrote the character role for him.
It's so funny because when he was here, he was talking about how him and T had an album together that was never released. I said, why don't you ask Michaela to put it as like a soundtrack on the new season, or, you know, any other spinoff or whatever that she decides to create after this. So that's something for y'all to talk about, but I'm gonna just put the bug in your ear.
I forgot about that album. Yes, for sure. I need to hear that album.
What was one of the biggest challenges you faced when trying to bring the series to life?
I will definitely say just like the learning curve, because like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I literally was just on Google and I was making shit up. I'm like, we're gonna have a casting call, I'm gonna write it. I had never written like a movie script before, so I was just on Google trying to figure it out. And then definitely the money too, because the funny part about it is that I had a full-time job. And while like one day I woke up and I was just like, I'm not going back tomorrow. And all my friends were like, but you make good money. I was like, no, I just can't do it. Like, I just woke up and I was like, I just need to be creating full time. I cannot go to that job. And right after that, we're like, the show. So I didn't really have that much money, and I was surviving off credit cards. My debt went all the way up, but I was so excited and I was happy to have the free time to create. And like halfway through season 1, I was like, all right, I need a job. Like, this is crazy. I maxed out my credit card. But luckily, my business partner, Imani Baylor, like she helped me pay for half of it, and she still had a job. So she was like, no, like I believe in you. Like your blog was really successful. We ended up expanding my blog to like a bigger blog that had other writers, because I was like, I can't speak on everything that people our age go through. So we kind of got other writers, like people of the LGBTQ community. We got parent writers and stuff like that. And we even got men to write about their experiences. And that was doing really well. And she was just like, if you want to expand into a show, she was like, I got you. So I couldn't have done it without her. Shout out to Imani Baylor, my sister. And yeah, we just figured it out. We would complain every week, like, dang, we got to make another payment to our cinematographer, but it's all good. We got to buy some props.
Hey, you know what? I'm so glad that you just said that, because that's where I'm at right now. I work full time, but, you know, like, I want to just do me full, you know.
It's very frustrating.
We'll talk after this. So,
it's very frustrating,
you know.
like, because right
Pick your
now
brain.
I'm doing both right now, and I'm like, some nights I'm so tired, but I'm like, no, you done gave all that to the company.
Yeah.
You gotta give to you. So I'll be like surviving off energy drinks, trying to write a script, but I'm like, I'm doing it though.
Yeah.
Even if I write 2 pages today, I did something
Just
for
something.
me.
Exactly. Because we work so much for others.
Yeah.
And it's if I'm doing A1 work for you, I know I could do it for myself. I have the vision, you know?
Hello. And it's the fact that, especially in this climate, they'll replace you, lay you off in a heartbeat.
Yes.
So you gotta be building your own empire.
Just going back to your blog, can you shout your blog out and tell us what inspired it, or how did you get started?
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same backstory. The blog was called Reckless Behavior.
Okay.
And just being so frustrated. Like, I think that my life has been very straight and narrow in terms of like parents together, paid for college, went right after school. Like, I haven't really had that many things not go as planned.
Yeah.
You know, I was always like, I'm gonna get straight A's and graduate with honors, and I did it, and everything was just going fine. And then once
She said,
I
I'm smart, y'all. Don't fuck with her. Okay. She said, I've been accomplishing goals. This ain't nothing new.
It just felt so normal to not really have obstacles. So then when I graduated, I'm like, oh, I'm about to get married. I'm about to have my house. I'm about to get this dream job. And it just did not go that way.
Right.
And I didn't really know how to handle that. And sometimes I tell my friends, I know this sounds really bad. I'm like, I kind of wish I went through more shit, because now that I'm in my 30s, there's some things happening and I just don't even
But that's so real.
What that
because
looks like.
That's real. And I'm glad that you say that, because very similar to your situation, I feel like I didn't get the opportunity to mess up enough to where I was a little bit naive when certain things happened to me. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I was explaining.
No, I get exactly 100%. Right. And I'm just glad that you say it that way, because people will tell you, you're spoiled and you're this, you don't know what it's like. And it's like, I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to say I'm not grateful for everything either. I just know that there's some things that I'm just not, I don't pick up on, you know, so.
And it's like, I tell my friends,
that's real.
I'm like, y'all, like, some of my friends are so strong, like, straight up warriors. Like, all they had were themselves. And I was like, I just called my daddy. Like, I didn't really I wasn't never really in the struggle or in a bind. Yeah. And it's like the same thing you said. Like, I was spoiled, but it's not my fault. Like, that's just how it happened. So
it's a blessing.
I think, like, after college, I'm like, why are these jobs telling me I don't have enough experience? I'm like, why have I keep giving these interviews and they just tell me, oh, we went with other applicants? Like, what you mean?
Yeah. You don't see me? I deserve this. Yeah.
And then dating, I'm like, what happened on TV shows when you find your college sweetheart? Like, what happened to that? So it just, I wasn't ready, and I was very depressed. And I was just like, I keep getting rejected. I'm living back with my parents. That's a new reality because I'm grown, and it's different for them to, like, deal with me as an adult.
Yeah.
Like, I'm unhappy right now. So I just started just writing everything down. I was really nervous at first. I was like, dang, like, I don't want to talk about, like, depression. I don't want to talk about feeling suicidal. I don't want to talk about abortion. Like, I don't want to talk about these kind of topics and just put them out there to the world. But I had to do it. I was like, I have to do it because it's therapeutic for me, and I have to do it because other people may be feeling the same way. Like, if we all just keep it in, we feel alone. And I was like, I don't want people to feel that way. I want them to know, like, hey, there's at least one other person that's felt this way.
Yeah.
Or that's struggling. And
I appreciate you creating a platform where people can pour their hearts out to. You know, like you said, there's not a lot of that on a public forum like that, you know. Just getting it out there and just letting people know that they're not alone. And I just very much appreciate that. So
I usually talk about this. I don't get emotional. I feel emotional right
now. Girl, because I'm over here already like, I'm going to call you when this is over. We got some things to talk about. So
just in general, long story short, just life is hard. Life is hard, and I was feeling it, and I just was like, I need an outlet.
Mm-hmm. Was there a scene that was too real for you when you were writing it, and then you saw it come to life, and you're like, oh, I don't know about that?
Yeah, I think, definitely a few of them. I think that the scene, there is a suicide scene or an attempted suicide for my character in season 2. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how it starts. And that kind of came from me. How old was I? Maybe I was like, 27. Mm-hmm. And I definitely went through a period where I was just like, if this is what life is, like, what's the point? Like, you go forward, then you go like 10 steps back. And then 2 very important people close to me passed away. my godfather ended up getting cancer, and it was one of those things where he was well and then it just went downhill. And then my grandmother, and she was very old.
You making
when
me
she
emotional.
passed.
What the?
But,
do we live the same life?
Oh wow,
No,
girl! What is it called? Spirit animal. We're a spirit. Whatever
Yeah.
They say. But she, yeah. So those things happened like back to back, and then there was this guy I really liked, and oh man, it just went downhill, and everything was just so bad. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. So I had to put that in there. And it was also interesting because season 1 was a little more lighthearted, and I did that on purpose. I was like, I don't want to go right into it like suicide.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Let me give them a break.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that, especially because COVID had just happened.
Oh, yeah.
Too. So I was like, okay, wait. Actually, no, COVID didn't happen yet, but I had always thought like I want to start light. So then. Season 2, I was like, okay, we're going to get into some things, because I feel like a real issue with the Black community is that, like, we don't want to talk about people going to therapy. We don't want to talk about depression. We act like it's not a thing. We say, just pray. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like all of us are trying to be so strong and act like everything's fine. I'm like, nah, season 2, we really going to show some things. So, that was by design. And I think filming that scene, it was just, oh man, I don't want to like spoil it, but it was very sad for me to like film that scene, and then to have G-Biz, shout out to G-Biz, who plays my best friend in the show, having him like find me like after attempting, and we were filming it, and I'm like, oh gosh, like this is like really heavy, especially because season 1's like
Yeah, I mean,
like season 1 we were just on the surface of like the struggles of millennials, but season 2 it really like flipped a switch and got into some things. So I think filming that scene. There was also another scene that I wasn't even in, but it was about like a character that has to basically get into the life because his mom is sick. His mom has lupus, so he like has no choice. He needs money for her surgeries. And it's like, damn, like I don't want to be doing these illegal things, but what else am I going to do? Like my mom's dying.
Right.
So that was another scene.
And that's real life. Those are real life scenarios.
Yeah, because I'm like, everyone's not just a thug for fun. Like sometimes you have no choice but to like, and I'm never condoning it, but sometimes you have no choice but to rob a liquor store because you have to take care of your family.
Yeah.
So like filming that scene with like the actors, and they really got really emotional, and I was like, oh my God. And then sometimes I'm like, I wrote this, like that's crazy. And now I'm seeing it. So from blogging and writing words down to like writing stuff down and seeing actors bring it to life, it's just really crazy. And like sometimes I'm crying at scenes. Another one is some characters getting a divorce and talking about that and how they were going to raise their daughter once they like lived apart and stuff. So yeah, there's definitely some scenes where I'm on the side and I'm like, cut.
Aww. I love that though, because that means that you really feel it, you know, and these are real scenarios that anybody can relate to, you know what I mean? So I just love that, and especially that it's filmed in the Bay Area. So, and it's with a whole bunch of people that we already know. I just love that for us, honestly. You mean, you know, us. Just moving on to your creative compass. What does a creative day look like for you?
In terms of like being on set or like the writing or?
Yes, all of it. Being on set, or some things that you write and you're like, that doesn't really work. So I need to, you know, get my juices flowing and think about something else. You know what I mean? Like, how does that process work?
Yeah. So sometimes like I will have like writer's block, and I'll just like have to think, and I'll just like jot all these notes in my phone. Like maybe they don't all make sense, but like sometimes I'm just like, okay, like just write it down. And then, like, maybe the next day I'll go back and, like, review what I wrote. Be like, okay, do you actually want to use this? Like, does this make sense? But sometimes, like, yesterday I was writing. My creativity was just flowing, and I was writing for, like, 4 hours. And I'm like, oh, my God. Then I go back and, like, I read the scenes, and I'm like, okay, that's not hitting as hard as I thought.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'm just like, yeah. Like, I'll be at my desk like, girl, yes, that's so good. So I feel like it's, like, ebbs and flows. And sometimes I wake up, and I'm like, all right, I'm writing a day, or I'm off work, it's time to write. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I don't want to force it.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it. And I know some other writers I know will say, just do like a page per day. But I'm kind of like, if I'm like absolutely not feeling it, I can't. I'm like, I don't want to force nothing.
Right.
So definitely like ebbs and flows. On set, I feel like I typically have to wake up. And it's crazy because like being like the director and creator of it and then the actress, it's like I kind of have to get in two zones. Because I'm like, I want to perform and make all these emotions come to life, but I also have to make sure everybody else is on point and my vision is being brought to life through my other characters and my other storylines that don't involve me. So I think like, just wake up, give myself a little pep talk, play some Nicki Minaj on the way to set. Then I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Bad bitch music. I
okay.
swear.
Yes.
Like,
I'm like,
I'd have played at or Trina. I'm like,
yes. I'm like, there are going to be some obstacles today, but it's fine because something's going to always go wrong. Like, in the creative world, something always goes wrong. Somebody's always late. Somebody forgot something. And I'm just like, whatever obstacles come up today, we're going to get through it. I'll pray. I have an energy drink. I have an energy drink problem, by the way. But it's like, it's going to be fine. I always give myself the Issa mirror talks. I always give myself a talk, have an energy drink.
That was so real.
Yeah. I was
cracking up.
So real.
Like, that is so real.
Usually I'll just like try to hype myself up.
Because we are our biggest cheerleaders at the end of the day. Because like you said, we try to shy away from what we really are going through to, sometimes we do have to kind of push it to the side if we want to get stuff done.
Yeah. That's another thing when like when life be lifing and you still have to show up and people are supposed to come and like, because I feel like my energy, I'm like, I'm basically the head of this. Like if I'm in a mood, everybody knows everybody's when I'm in a mood and I can't.
What's your sign?
Capricorn.
Oh, my best friend's Capricorn. That's so funny. So I know. They know when you're in a mood, boo.
Yeah.
They know.
I be trying to hide it. I'm like, everybody know I'm in a mood. So sometimes T will pull me to the side. We'll talk real quick. Like, T really got me through some days.
And he's an Aries like me. So, the Aries Capricorn combo, it just works.
Yes.
What's one thing that you want? First of all, is this show rated R or PG-13? What is it?
Yeah, it's for sure rated R.
Okay.
Or TVMA, whatever they call it.
Yeah, TVMA. What do you want Black women to take away from this? I know it showcases even other men and blah, 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 but it's really kind of about you and how you were, as Michaela back in your 20s. So just how you were just talking, I was like, I relate to that. Like, so what is something that you want us to take away?
I just want Black women to take away that, like, it's fine. It's going to be okay. Life is hard, and you don't have to pretend that everything's okay. And allow yourself to feel, too. Like, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be like, fuck everyone and put yourself first. I feel like a lot of times, like, we're always trying to help our families. We're trying to be there for our friends. We're trying to show up at work and be the best. Because that's another thing. Like, in the corporate world, trying to prove ourselves, we got to work harder. And I feel like it's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to go to therapy. Don't be embarrassed. It's okay to unpack your shit and figure it out and just... No, like, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. We're all just trying to you'll always be trying to figure it out. You'll always be trying to figure it out, and that's okay.
What's one scene that you're most proud of?
Ooh. There's a scene in season 2 where Michaela finds out that her boyfriend was cheating with his ex. And... because I went through that so many times, I knew exactly where to pull from. And I'm just so proud of that scene. Like, it's a very quick scene, but it's basically like, I'm done. And I'd rather be alone than deal with you. And I started getting so emotional during it, but it was perfect. And after we stopped filming, everybody was like, Michaela! And I was like, what? And I'm like trying to wipe my... But I'm so proud of that scene.
Good.
Like, I really get in my bag. I'm like, you degraded me. You made me feel like I was nothing. And then you kind of, like, everyone's there around set, like, watching you and listening to you. But I was so in that scene. And it's like, I thought of every fuck nigga that ever did something wrong to me when we filmed that. So it was great. And it was like one of those, like, sometimes we'll film, like, 4 different versions of it or just to get extras. Like, we did that one. That's, like, all we needed. So I'm very proud of that scene.
I love that. So what's next for Reckless Behavior and you? Will it be more series or seasons, or do you want to start a new project?
Yeah, so I think that I'm done with Reckless Behavior. It was a 6-year journey, and because there was some breaks in between filming the seasons. And I feel like that was my beginning project to kind of get my name out there. But I want to do other things. And I know everybody's like, oh, you got to do more. You got to get season 8. And I'm just like, I also want to show my range as a writer. I want to show that I can do, like, faith-based. I want to show that I can do, like, a thriller. I want to show that I can do a
Ooh.
comedy. Like, I just wrote a comedy short this year.
Ooh.
And I was like, I don't know if this is actually funny. And so many people were like, this is hilarious. They ended up shout out to 11th Hour Creatives. They ended up filming that project. And that was my first time being like, okay, this is something I filmed that I wrote and somebody else is filming it. I'm like, oh God, like,
oh my gosh,
this is giving me anxiety because I'm just giving my script away. And I'm just like, I didn't even know if this was funny, but they were like, this is a really funny script. So I'm like,
the confirmation is like, or the validation, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's not just me. Like, they love this.
This year,
it's a really good feeling.
This year, as I've been writing other things, I've really been hearing, like, getting different confirmation and validation from different people. And I'm just like, wow, this is so cool. But I think it's just like mentally, I need to move on and see what else I can do.
Yeah.
Because Reckless, I'm like, oh, I could for sure write a season 4, season 5. I have ideas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just definitely want to like expand my horizons a little bit.
Just to switch gears, what part of the Bay Area are you from?
Oh, I'm from San Leandro.
San Leandro. All right. So how did that, being from San Leandro, shape your creative compass?
I think that being from San Leandro is so interesting. At least for me. Because I've always been like the whole you act white or da-da-da-da, like, what do you mean you can't roll a blunt? Like, I've always been like that, seen as a square from certain friends I have. But I'm also have so many friends from Oakland. So I've always been around like people from Oakland. And I don't know. It's just interesting. Like, because I feel like I'm like, damn, am I acting white? Like, I don't think I'm acting white, but y'all making fun of me because I don't know certain things.
I don't like that. I don't like that when they're like, oh, you're acting white or this. Like, what is that? Like, or someone's acting black, because that's just putting us all in one box. And we are so different. Like, we're different colors, we're different shapes, we're different sizes, we're different personalities, and we're very different upbringings. Especially, like, white people out here are very different than white people in Boston. You know what I mean? So it's like, even if black people are just all in Oakland, we're not all the same, or San Leandro, like, you know, so I just don't like that. I don't like to make anyone feel bad or feel like they're not their color because they're doing things of, like, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like that verbiage because I feel like you're kind of like just shaming somebody or kind of dissing them. Yeah,
and
like,
that's
you know,
how
like,
I felt. And I felt very sad because I'm like, I'm just me. Like, I don't really know. Like, that whole situation with like not knowing how to roll a blunt, like, everyone laughed at me. I'm like, does every black person know how to roll? Like, my fault.
And
my
they
bad.
say they
like,
know how to roll a blunt, but I'm gonna be the one to tell you right now, them blunts don't be hidden. They be weak. So,
or like, there was like somebody had a gun one day, and I'm like, like, I ain't never seen no gun. Like, what? But everyone else is like,
I'm sorry, I would have laughed. I would have been cracking up.
So I've always kind of felt like, am I not black enough because I'm not like a certain way? And it kind of pushed me, like, even I went to San Jose State, and I felt so like desperate to connect to like my people. I'm like, I'm about to pledge. I'm about to join a sorority so I can feel more community, because I've always felt like I've kind of just been the joke and the square. And I'm like, what makes me a square? So I've always had this, like, I want to connect to my people more because I feel like I'm not viewed as, you know. So
we relate so much. Yeah, when I went to college, I did the same thing. I got an old Africa tattoo right here because, you know, y'all not finna just not say I'm black. You know what I mean? But
we're very weird, like with, you know, like,
I felt like I was the square too. You know,
see, I just never even thought I was. Then I'm like,
right.
I guess I am.
But then I'm crazy too, so I'm like, don't play with me. No, but you know, like,
I was
everybody
like the
has
calm one in the group. Like, everybody else was fighting and popping off, and I would just kind of be there.
As a Capricorn?
Yeah. I'm not. First of all, I'm not about that life.
Are you December or January?
December 27th.
That is my best friend's birthday. What the heck? This is why we connected. This is why I'm like, Daryl, if you watching this, she trying to steal your identity. She trying to take your place. But yeah.
Yeah, so it just made me like, okay, like, I'm from San Leandro, but I'm still black and I'm still from the Bay. Like, I can tell a Bay Area story. It may not come off like we all rolling blunts and smoking. I mean, there's some of that in the show, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But I'm like, it's gonna be authentic because I'm from here.
Right.
This is what the life I've lived.
So I know that you already have your own soundtrack for the show, but if Reckless Behavior had its own Bay Area playlist, who would be the artist featured on that playlist?
Oh, that's a really good question. Oh, Oh, that's such a good question.
I feel like everybody starts with E40. I just think they always start like that.
I literally was making my list in my head. Definitely E40, Larissa, Larry June.
Oh, Larry
Gotta
June,
have
for
some
sure.
Kilo on there, Sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we have so many talented people.
We got some good talent around here, so.
Kaylani.
Oh,
even though that's not like the Bay Area. I mean, you know her
Kaylani is Bay to me.
But you know, if you're thinking
Kaylani,
like some hyphy type of stuff.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, you know, just artists in general that are from there. Because yeah, you're right. You're right. She's not just out here just, you know, repping it hard. But
yeah,
I still consider her the Bay Area's baby girl. So
no, for real. Turf Talk. I feel like people be man. I used to love me some Turf Talk. Shout out to Turf Talk wherever he is. He would be on there.
How has the Bay Area influenced your work ethic? Because it's very busy over here. It's like I'm not going to say it's like LA because they are way more busier than us, but we're pretty busy out here. And I feel like we got some hustlers and some hard workers out here. So
honestly, I feel like I've always been kind of ambitious. Like, I feel like even when I was younger, I've always been like, no, I have to like be the best, or I have to get a job. I'm 16 now. Like, I've always been very like high achieving. So I just think that's just always been in me. I do feel like people work very hard here, but I guess I don't feel like I'm necessarily influenced by it. Because even when I was younger, like, my parents would be like, it's okay. Like, you're only 16. I'm like, no, but I got a D on my test. Like, how am I going to be president of the world?
Of the world, not even the United States, of the whole entire
I've
world.
Always been
I'm trying to take over the world.
I have to be as successful as possible. And sometimes it just like, it weighs on me because I feel like there's always another bar. Like, my whole thing was, I got to get season 3 on Amazon. I have to do it. And then once it got on there, I'm like, but I'm not on Stars.
Okay. I'm not on HBO.
There?
I'm trying to get there.
So I accomplished, and then I want to accomplish some more, and then I want to get the next bar. And sometimes I'm like, dang, that's like no way to live because you're never going to be happy. But shout out to everybody in the Bay because I do feel like everybody is working super hard. I guess I just feel like I'm happy that I'm a part of that.
Yeah. And what do you want them to know about Bay Area creatives?
Don't sleep on us. Do not sleep on us. You do not have to be in LA or New York, one of the major places, to be successful. There's so many talented people here. I want them to get more exposure. I'm happy for people like you, very grateful, giving us a platform because
thank you.
The Bay should be way bigger and more known than it is in terms of like the content that we're creating. I think there's very talented people here and it feels very authentic. Like they try to make stuff about the Bay. It's like, this is not... talk to people from here. Where are y'all getting that this is what happens here?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's just not everything that comes out about the Bay just feels very like, I don't know, just not accurate, just not good. It's just not authentic to me. But there are people making authentic content. Maybe people just don't know about it. So I just want us to continue to uplift each other and collaborate to put the Bay more on the map.
Yeah. Because it starts with us. Yeah. It starts with our home, you know.
And it seems like it's getting better.
Yeah, for sure. They even trying to bring stuff to Fairfield. I'm like, look at y'all trying to make us mini Houston. Period. I like that, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to move on to a rapid round where you answer in maybe like 2 to 3 words or even 1 word just to, you know, pick your brain a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So who in the Bay got next in film or music?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. There's so many people.
Girl, in film, you're supposed to say me.
I thought I was going to say that, but I don't like to be like that.
Be like that. Be like
Michaela
that.
P. Shelton, but I'm already here.
Okay. I love that.
Everyone I'm thinking about, I'm like, they already here though, but maybe.
I mean, you know, you never know who would see this or even, you know, somebody, you put me on, you know, because I don't know everything, so. Who do you think is the next step?
Definitely my brother. Shout out to Derek Hogan. Definitely my brother. He's been working.
Derek.
He's been working. He got to come here.
Yes.
So shout out to Derek Hogan. Definitely in film. He got next. For music, oh man, my sister, Honey Gold Jasmine. But she kind of already there too. So shout out to my sister.
I think I've talked to her before.
Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, she been real consistent.
I think she was supposed to come
out, performing. Oh, yeah. See, you already know. I ain't even putting you on. You already know.
Look.
Honey Gold Jasmine, my sister, she been working. So she kind of already here, though.
So who has shown you the most love, Tubi or Amazon?
In terms of?
Just views or just how fast processes are going. Just like what platform do you think you're like, oh, I like this better? Like what even made you go from Tubi to Amazon?
I'll say Amazon.
Amazon?
I'll say Amazon, yeah.
Why?
It was just a very faster process. I feel like it was a more professional process. So shout out to Amazon. Shout out to 2B2 though, because I didn't think I was going to be on either.
Yeah.
Amazon, they took care of us.
If reckless behavior was a drink, which drink would it be?
Oh, be Hennessy and Coke.
Okay. I like that.
Hennessy and Coke for sure.
Would your next show be in the Bay Area or would it be somewhere new?
You're good. Y'all see this?
You know, I've been watching a little too much Oprah and Tyra and Jennifer and Wendy. No.
I was thinking Wendy in my head too. Oh, I miss her. The Bay.
Yeah.
Because it's just so, and that's the thing.
She said we're going to keep it here.
Because it's so easy for me to write here since I've lived here my whole life, like being from here. Maybe I'd expand eventually and do something like Atlanta based. But for now, the Bay.
If you were to have a biopic, who would play you?
It would be tight to have like Ryan Destiny.
Ooh, that's my girl.
Right?
Yes.
And she's so pretty and she can act so good. Ryan Destiny would be tight.
Ryan Destiny, girl. And last but not least, where's the best place for you to go to clear your head?
Honestly, there's just like something about sitting in your car.
Yeah.
There's just something to say about just sitting in your car, leaning the seat back. I love being in my car. I also lately been going to Lake Elizabeth in Fremont. Just going for a walk, feeling the air. So that's like my second place now. But first place, like if I'm just gonna sit in the car for like 30 minutes and just think and vibe.
No, it's something about it's like I'm still outside, but I'm inside kind of feeling, you know what I mean? Like
it's private.
Yeah, it's private, but I'm still outside seeing everything that's going on. So I agree with you. All right, well, that wraps up all of my questions for today. I appreciate you so much for coming by to my platform.
Thank you for having me. Seriously.
No problem.
I thought you forgot about me because we ain't talked.
No,
I was
never.
Like, she remembered me. Let's go.
Never, for real. And I've already had 2 other guests on here from Reckless Behavior. How am I not going to bring the creator? You know, so
I really appreciate you. And these questions too, like these questions were so thoughtful.
Oh,
you definitely had me stumped a few. I'm like, wait, that's deep. So thank you for doing your due diligence and being a great interviewer.
No problem. Well, that wraps up today's episode of Loca's Vibe Check. We are sponsored this time by Dr. Cameron Cash Campaign. Okay? Do not forget to go to Amazon and check out his book, Jamie Hills. And please don't forget to check out Reckless Behavior on Tubi and Amazon Prime. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone.